Today we'll be discussing the power of paint. If you don't know exactly what I mean, stay tuned. Hey you guys, it's Dana. Welcome back to another video. Today we're taking a little break from fall, Halloween, Christmas, and we're doing a little room makeover. So I talked in the very beginning about the power of paint, and that is exactly what we're doing today. I took a small room, my powder room, and literally drastically, I feel like drastically transformed that room using 1 quart of paint. So this whole makeover, because I also replaced a mirror, cost me about $110 total. That is for the paint and the new mirror and then a couple of other little supplies that I needed, but that was it, and it drastically changed the room. I have always said this, that it's amazing that you can just take a gallon of paint and paint a room and it can just look totally different. You put in a little bit of effort and not much money, and you can have a complete room makeover. So that is what we did today. I'm excited to show you how it turned out. I went bold, and when I say I went bold, I went as bold as they come and went with black. And that is way out of my comfort zone, but I am so excited for the way it turned out. I think it just, oh wow, it just completely transformed the room. So in that powder room, I had black and white tile. So we did not build this house. This house was built 2 years prior to us moving in. So it was new, but we did not get to go through and pick out all the fixtures. And I never really loved that floor. It wasn't that I hated that floor. I just couldn't get it to work right. I felt like, I don't know, it just never flowed. Now I feel like it flows and it fits that room, and suddenly I love that floor. I have no desire to change that tile floor. So I'm not going to talk about it anymore. I'm just going to show you the before, and then I'll show you some of the process of me doing it, and then just show you the after. And I'm so excited for you guys to see this super budget friendly room transformation. So here is currently the way the bathroom looks. This is that faux brick wallpaper. I've had it up here for a while. It's just time for it to go. It's time to do something different. So I will be the first one to let you know how peel and stick wallpaper goes, because I've put it on. I've never taken it off, so we'll see. Hopefully there's no damage to the walls, but we will find out. And then all of this wainscoting down here, I'm going to paint black, which I think will tie in beautifully with the floor. This floor I did not pick out myself. This house was built 2 years before we moved in, so this was already picked out, so I've never changed it. I don't hate it, but I think that the black wainscoting will just tie it in so beautifully. So we are going to do that, and yeah, we're just gonna see how we can get this to come out. So let's get started with trying to peel off this wallpaper. Okay, that came off way easier than I thought it was going to. I have a couple of holes to fill in over there. I'm gonna take all of this down, including this hook rack, and I'm gonna be leaving the shelf there, but I'll probably Actually, I'm not sure that I'm gonna touch this wall because I am repainting these the same color. It ties in nicely with the grout of this floor. So black, this same kind is called Burnished Clay by Behr. It's one of my favorite colors. It's just like a super light grayish color. I love it. So I'm gonna take all this down. I'm gonna fill in a couple holes there that I had wallpapered over because I knew I was wallpapering, but now I'm not. So I gotta fill those in. And then I'll just do a quick coat of paint on this, on all these walls, probably just to touch them up. And then we'll get started with the bottom. Okay, so I started painting the black. I forgot to film it because I got so excited to start it. I have to do up here, but I want to do the tape edge along there, but I can't do that yet because I just painted this wall and this wall. So I'm just gonna leave that top part and I'll do that probably tomorrow. But anyways, I've gotten started with painting all this, so we're just gonna work our way around. Okay, so the last thing I want to do is add a new mirror here. I took the old mirror down. I ordered a new one from Amazon. It was supposed to come yesterday. It didn't, hence the reason that this took 3 days, but this would have been done in 2 days. But anyways, we're going to add our new mirror here. Okay, you guys, here is how this bathroom came out. I am just in love with it. So first of all, the first thing that we did was pulled off that faux brick wallpaper. I was so nervous to do this because I was so afraid that it was going to pull the paint off, and it didn't at all. It was very sticky. I mean, it was on there. It was not peeling at all. So I'm like, for sure somewhere it's going to pull off some of this drywall, but it did not at all. So props to Target, because that's where I had gotten that wallpaper probably 3 years ago. It wasn't peeling or lifting at all, and it came off without damaging the wall at all. So if you're thinking about peel and stick wallpaper, at least the one that I got from Target, I had zero problems taking it off. So that's a good thing to know. So the wainscoting down here was white, if you saw before. And so here's the floor. And again, I wasn't loving this floor. I wasn't exactly sure. Like, I just couldn't get it to work. So I was flipping through Pinterest, which is where I get all of my inspiration pretty much. And I saw some black wainscoting, black board and batten in small powder rooms. I was always nervous to do black in here because it's a small room. I'm not nervous anymore. I mean, I think it's just amazing. I'm literally floored by this transformation. But so I thought, you know what? I'm just doing it. It's paint. That's the thing with paint. Yes, black would be hard to cover, but I could paint over it. It might take me 10 coats to do it, but I can do it if I don't like it. So I went for it. I went through and used this was like a shiny wainscoting paneling. So I used a sanding block just to give it a rough sand. And then I used a primer, and then I got 1 quart of paint. That's all I needed. I knew I was going to have to do a few coats, and actually I only ended up needing to do 2 coats, which is amazing. So after I primed it, I went through and made sure I caulked any areas that needed to be caulked, and then I did my paint, and I only needed 2 coats. So I'm gonna put here on the screen the color I used. It was Behr paint from Home Depot, which is one of my favorites. I love Sherwin-Williams, but to do regular walls and stuff, I use Behr paint. I think it's pretty affordable. I mean, it's pricey, but it's pretty affordable, and it covers so well. It's such a nice thick consistency. It covers beautifully. So I got Behr paint. I did the Scuff Defense, so it's their more premium quality. They have like a lower quality, a medium quality, a premium quality. I got 1 quart for this room, which I just needed to do like just this and back here, and that was all I really needed to do, and a little bit over here. 1 quart, it was, I believe it was $39 for the quart, and the color was black. They have a bunch of other different shades of black. Some are more like charcoal and stuff, but I went with straight up black. And I love it. It like matches perfectly with the floor. I'm afraid if I would have done charcoal, it would not have looked like this. I did a sheen. I did a satin sheen because I want to be able to wash it. It is a bathroom, but it's not super shiny. So that was that. The toilet paper fixtures, the towel fixtures were already black, so I didn't need to change those. I had already the color for the paint for the walls. So when I peeled off the wallpaper, there was a couple of holes. There was also a couple of holes in this wall over here. So I filled those in and just touched up the paint. I painted this whole wall and then this whole wall up above just to get it to match. These I didn't have to touch because there wasn't anything on there that I needed to fix. So I had that paint, so I painted those once I filled in all the holes. And yeah, so actually I did this first, then I did the black, you know, just in one case any paint drips from here down to here, you know, top to bottom. So I did that, and then the only other thing I wanted to change was the mirror in here. I had that like older wooden type mirror, and it just wasn't fitting the vibe in here, so I found this really pretty mirror from Amazon. I will have it linked down below. Got here, well, it was supposed to come yesterday. It did not come till today. So this whole makeover, when I say took 2 days, that's not 2 full days of doing stuff, because I had to fill in the holes, wait for it to dry, had to paint. I would say I could have finished this whole thing in probably 5 hours if I could work consistently, but It took me 2 and then it carried over into day 3 because I had to wait for this mirror to come, but that was easy to hang. And that was it. We had put this little vanity in. It was a pedestal sink. A couple years ago, we put this little vanity in, so that worked out. Had the black sink, so I knew I wanted to do black mirror. I have, like I said, already the black towel holder and toilet paper holder. The shelf, I had a lighter color shelf here. I did switch it out for a darker colored one. I already had that, so these are the same shelves I have in my kitchen. I had one extra one, so I just had to switch out the shelf itself. And then I just simply decorated that with a little bit of fall decor. However, I'm so ready to put up Christmas, but I'm not going to yet. I put just a little bit of fall decor there. The only other thing that I bought for this space was this beautiful barn print. I think it's like, I love this because it's like rustic because it's a barn, but it's like a modern looking barn, if that makes any sense. And I love the black and the white, and it just ties everything in beautifully. The color on the walls is Burnished Clay by Behr. Also, one of my favorite colors. I have this color in most of my rooms. It's like just this perfect grayish color, very neutral, ties in warms and some grays, so I really love it. And then over here on the sink, I just kept this really simple. This is just a little jar. I had some hand soaps that I got from a local little shop that sold hand soaps. This is an automatic soap dispenser. We just like those, so put that there. I keep it really simple because this is small. I just have a pretty little hand towel here, and then just my little toilet or trash basket right there. So that is it, you guys. This is how this room turned out. I absolutely love it. I would love to hear what you think. I think it just ties in so much better with the floor, and I don't know, I'm super happy. So that's what I meant by the power of paint. One little, this happened to be a quart, so I mean, and the quart, I used probably at least 3/4 of the quart of paint, but I didn't need any more than that. You can probably get paint cheaper than $39. Like I said, I just like that Behr is a nice thick paint, and it covered beautifully in just 2 coats besides the primer. So I'm gonna have the colors down in the description box. I will try to link this picture, I will link this shelf, and I will link this mirror. And that's it, you guys. I hope that you enjoyed this little powder room makeover. If you are new, I would love it if you would subscribe to my channel. And I'm just resisting the urge to put my Christmas tree up right now, but I'm gonna wait because Halloween's like a week and a half away, or 2 weeks or something like that. So I will wait till Halloween, but then it is coming up. So be prepared for all of the Christmas content. So again, thank you so much for watching. I will see you guys in my next video. Have a great day.